Hello, this is Annie Sanders tuning in for our daily show right here on 108.5. Today's discussion includes important topics such as conditions in our workplaces, as well as living conditions for some. Also included in today's show is politics of the Gilded Age and progressive groups and movements. We hope you're ready for an exciting show today, but first, a few words from our sponsor. Hi there, 108.5 listeners. Are you in need of an extremely refreshing drink? Try all new Coca-Cola, an incredibly exciting yet refreshing sparkling pop that will bubble up anyone's day. Check your local stores to get the brand new amazing drink Coca-Cola, folks, for only 5 cents a glass. Or give your favorite radio station a call at 8675309. Alright, folks, let's get started, shall we? Our first topic of the day is something that seems to have everyone raging, as rumors and truths are both being confused with what's going on in today's workplaces. As most know, labor in America is changing drastically today. Reports of poor working conditions are flooding today's headlines. We're also hearing reports of child labor gone too far, as well as issues with women in the workplace. Poor working conditions are being reported, with small areas packed full with workers. Experts say having so many people packed in is asking for disaster. Workers are in no way being treated properly, which is leading to issues between workers and employers, eventually leading to strikes. The poor conditions of buildings and space issues are only the beginning of the issues in the workplace. Workers are also experiencing extremely long hours. Workers are being worked very long and hard. Also, we are seeing and hearing of unfair wages. Long hours in poor conditions for low wages doesn't sound fair at all to me. Oh, now would you look at that? We have our first caller of the day. Hello, you're on the air with Annie Sanders here at 108.5. What can I do for you? Hello? Hello? Alright, let's move on then. As I was saying...
Hello?
Oh, there you are. Hello, ma'am. What can I do for you?
I had a question about the treatment of the workers.
Alright, well now go ahead. I might just have an answer for you.
I've been hearing that our skilled workers are being replaced with unskilled workers. Is this true?
Why, yes, ma'am, that is indeed an issue.
Well, could you explain this a little?
Well, sure. You see, with all this new technology, companies are finding ways to mass produce goods at a much quicker rate with machines. These machines, however, require little to no skill to operate. This being said, employers are cutting back on the amount of skilled workers they employ in order to save money. Does that answer your question, ma'am?
Why, yes, it does. Thank you very much.
Sure thing, and to thank you for your call, stop by the station for your very own bottle of Coca-Cola, generously donated by our sponsor.
So cool. Thank you.
Anytime. Thanks for listening to 108.5. Now, to the completion of our topic. Another thing we're hearing lots about is child labor. Children seem like such a great idea to employers because they are cheap to hire. They will work long, hard hours for extremely low wages. Laws are being put in place to protect children from this unfair treatment. Another issue we are seeing is poor living conditions. You see, nowadays, everybody wants to live in the city. So, lower class residents are being packed into tiny apartments that are rows on rows and rows of apartments, with no firewalls in between to protect them. That they are extremely unsafe to be living in. We are still awaiting more information on this, but it looks like things are being set straight soon enough. Now, on to our next topic. Today we'll get into our fair share of politics. Politics of the Gilded Age it is, ladies and gentlemen. We start our politics with a large topic of interest. Women in politics. We're seeing a large push from women to, of course, get more involved in politics. Recently, we have seen the creation of the National American Women's Suffrage Association, which is pushing for nothing else than women's suffrage. We also have seen the creation of the Christian Women's Temperance Union. These women are pushing for the prohibition of alcohol. Alcohol seems to be the cause of multiple issues with women today, mainly domestic issues with men treating wives extremely unfairly. Women in this group are doing what they can to stop the domestic issues by getting rid of the alcohol. Way to go, ladies. Other exciting things in politics is the rise of state government. State governments are gaining more and more control by creating more to offer their people. State governments are currently the most beneficial to people today. What a relief. Now, there's much more details on today's politics, but for more, please tune in to our special politics session every Tuesday evening. Now, before beginning our last topic of the day, a word from our sponsor. Well, hello there, 108.5 listeners. I'm here to tell you all about the all-new Kodak Box camera. Ever wished you could capture that perfect moment forever? Or even take an unnecessary picture of yourself? Now you can. For only $25, you too can own the Kodak Box camera. Warning, Kodak is not responsible for any blemishes that may appear in photos. Sorry. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's almost time to go. But one last topic before we do. Our last topic of the day is progressive groups and movements. The first movement we'd like to talk about is the social gospel movement. This movement is created and led by Protestant ministers. This movement is a religious and ethical movement created to blend religious ethics with industrial reform. It's attempting to fix poverty and slums and labor exploitations. This group seems pretty determined, however, they are challenged by Protestant fundamentalists. Another issue brought in the progressive movements is muckraking. You see, people are doing the very best they can to bring all the nasty, behind-the-scenes garbage of companies to the attention of the public. The truth is being exposed about industrial and government corporations. Good job, muckrakers. We're also seeing many women's groups pushing their way into the headlines again. Many women's clubs and organizations are being created in an attempt to fix issues relating to women and also to stop exploitation of women and children. We're also seeing a push for equality for women. So great to see these ladies stepping up to the plate again. Sorry, folks, but I think we're about out of time for the day. Thanks for listening, and a special thanks to our sponsors, Kodak and Coca-Cola. Tune in next time, ladies and gentlemen, to Annie Sanders on 108.5 Radio. Thanks for listening.